Hi, this is Ben Rogers. This is the Property Diary. This is Friday 26th of October. Three things I just want to cover off today. First one, I've been to another networking event. Now, I haven't been to so many kind of non-property networking events for a very long time. I used to go regularly every single week to BNI. Stopped doing that probably 2 or 3 years ago. But I also used to go to a lunchtime one. And I got a... Long story short, one of the ladies I'm working with at the moment is a mentee. She goes along. There's an estate agent that was due to be going along this week that she's working with, and I've been sort of working with and trying to sort of get them together. And I know the guy that runs it, and he said, "Hey, you got to come along." And so that was it. So I went along to that. Interestingly, walk into there, having a chat to one of the guys. I've never met him before, a guy called Brett. He's got a 31 employee IT company locally. Chatting away to him, asked me what I did. I said, "Oh, I'm into property." He said, "Oh, I'm trying to sell a place at the moment. Can't seem to get rid of it." Huh. The old ears pick up. It sounds like it could be something I could help him with. Turns out that he's actually got a property, one of about 3 or 4 rental properties. This is a problem pain in the neck property in Gillingham. It always seems to attract the wrong tenants. The last tenant kind of trashed the place, and he's in the process of doing it up at the moment. So, you know, perfect for us. It's his problem property. He's not a major landlord, and this one is just hassle as far as he's concerned. Now, what was interesting was he was really, really keen to talk to me, and then at the end of the meeting, kind of refused to give me his card and his contact details. Really weird. Kind of real sort of changing dynamics. I don't know why. Anyway, he took my details away. I'll let you know if he gets in touch. But basically, we've got this perfect solution for him, and it's kind of what he wants because that's what he told me. But something wouldn't let him give me his details. Who knows why? People do the weirdest things. Anyway, the other thing that has happened to me today was I was getting petrol at the Tesco garage. There's a lady coming out who's obviously just paid. She's looking at my silly yellow ugly car, and she's kind of looking at it, and kind of then comes over to me. And before she even gets to me, I just said, "Does exactly what it says on the tin, madam." With a great big smile on my face. And of course she laughed, she smiled, came over and said, "Look, I've got this property I'm trying to sell. It's in a place called Homeside in Gillingham, which has got a preservation order, what am I trying? It's protected, you know, I'm using the wrong words, but you know what I mean. You know, for example, you know, she moves her garden and she's got to have a certain amount of garden, and I can't remember the exact word, but you know what I mean. And so I had a good chat with her. She said, "Look, thinking about putting up for sale. I'm not particularly happy with the conversation I've had with the agent so far. Look, I'll give you a call." So she took my card, and no doubt I'll hear from her over the weekend. And final thing, busy old day today. It's Fridays. The newspapers come out. On our local newspaper is the Kent Messenger. In there it has a property pages. Now, interestingly, these are starting to get thicker. They never used to have much in here, but now I think we're up to 31 pages again. But what's interesting is every single week there's about a page worth of private landlord adverts. There's also, interestingly, 1, 2, 3, oh, just 3 this week. 3, you know, we buy your houses adverts in there. Interestingly, I've stopped placing adverts in there because there were 3 others in there, and I was finding I was getting a reduction in sort of response that I was going to get. I'm getting more sort of responses elsewhere. So great. But do you think I know these 3 people? Yeah. Do you think I've spoken to these 3 people? Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, one of them I know is doing exactly what I do. That's great. More the merrier. And the other 2 aren't. So, you know, who knows, there may be some opportunities that come up there for us to work. But the point is, with all of these, what I can do there is I can just text these landlords saying, "Hey, I see you've got a property up for rent. We're interested in a long-term rental with the option of maybe buying in the future. If this sounds something of interest to you, why don't we have a chat?" And that is a standard thing that we do every single week. Now, sometimes we'll get the same people say, "Oh, blooming hell, Ben, is that you again?" And I'll get a couple of investors that say, "Hello, Ben, is it still working for you?" But we get a regular response with this. Now, the idea is obviously to systemize this, and we've put stuff in place in the past. We're changing and doing a few different things now, but it's a constant source of opportunities. So there you go, that's Ben. It's the 26th of October. It's a Friday. It's dark outside, so I'm going home. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you next week. Take care.